I'm going to give you the most efficient way to shoot, produce, and publish unlimited social media videos for Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, you name it. These are going to be the easiest ways to make sure you stay consistent, and maybe it's something that you've struggled with in the past with shooting videos every single day and putting them out and that sort of thing. I'm going to give you the best processes to make sure that that happens for you on a daily and weekly basis. So whether you're creating content for your business or you're an influencer, whatever it is, most of the people that I work with are business owners. So all the videos that they're creating and putting out on a daily basis are going to be essentially used for marketing. So here's some of the exercises I put people through to make sure that they have a consistent flow of short form content going out, whether that's 1 video a day, 2 videos a day, 3 videos a day. I even work with people that do 5 videos a day on these social media platforms. Now, typically, let's just kind of like debunk this question that I'm sure some people have in their mind at this moment. The short form content we're going to be talking about are typically going to be utilized for Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, TikTok videos, and YouTube Shorts. Those are going to be the core 4 platforms that we're putting short form content all on. So I'm going to be teaching you how to be able to create content that's contextualized, consistent, and the right volume for you as you go forward. So I'm going to kind of start from ground zero and work my way upwards from the actual conceptualizing of your content all the way through the publishing of it. It's actually been published on the platform and it's gone out. The number one kind of roadblock that people deal with is not having topics to talk about. Now, I have several other videos that you can go watch on my YouTube channel that talk about how to create unlimited. I actually have a video talking specifically about how to create unlimited video topics for your social media and your content. And that truly does give you an unlimited source of topic libraries and ways to be able to source your topics when it comes to video content. This is a big roadblock, but I'll give you the very simple shortcut versions. If you're a business owner and you're leveraging video content for marketing purposes, obviously you're going to have leads, prospects, clients, customers, you name it, people that you're talking to that are actually going to potentially or are purchasing from you in some way, shape, or form. The best way to do this is to write down every single question, concern, or feedback that a prospect, lead, client, customer has about what you do, your industry, and how you do it, your services, your product, all that stuff. Every single question gets written down. That's video topics right there for you. You're literally just going to take those and answer them via video. And that's really all it is. That's going to be able to really contextualize what your clients and customers are looking for in real time. I really like that method because it's factual data. It's data that you're receiving from the people that you're talking to that are going to be purchasing from you, and you're going to be answering those on video. So that's a really easy way to do it. Tip number 2 for creating unlimited video topics, and again, you can watch the whole video on this, but this right here is going to create unlimited sourcing for you. You open up ChatGPT, okay? You go to ChatGPT, you give it a prompt and say, I need 100 video topics to talk about for social media content based on my expertise and what I do. Take your website, paste that right after that question or that prompt, hit enter, and it's going to list out just 100 topics for you. You could say 1,000 topics, whatever it is. Obviously, you're going to go in there and kind of like, take those topics and make them your own and kind of like take what you want from that. You're maybe not going to use all 100 topics. Maybe you use 30 of them or whatever it is. But you do that over and over again, and you can create prompts that say like, okay, well, I have competitors that do the same thing I do, and I want to talk about some things that, they're an expert on or whatever, and then take their website and post it in there, and then have ChatGPT spit that out for you. That is going to create unlimited topics for you. So that's number 1. That's point number 1, is creating topics for the content. That's normally where most people stall out for creating consistent videos. Now you have your topics. After that, and again, I have another video talking about scripting and how to script your videos properly and that sort of thing. I'm basically against scripting. I like to either you get your topic and you go off the cuff on it, or you create just bullet points that you can go off of one at a time per video. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to social media clips, we've got to remember, if we're shooting videos specifically for social media clips, they're going to be under 45 or 60 seconds. So you want to make sure that when you're recording the videos, that they stay under that mark. Set up a timer for yourself if you need to, or if you have a good bearing on like how much time you're spending on something, then go to that mark. If you go 70 or 80 seconds, then your video editor can clip some fluff out and, condense it down to 60 seconds. That's fine. So that's, something you want to be aware of. But we have our topics now. We have our scripts or our outline on what we're going off of. Now, here comes the part of actually doing the video. So you're actually creating the video itself. Whether you have an iPhone, a camera, a webcam, or whatever it is, set it up, make sure you have decent lighting. Right now I have no lighting in my house except for the overhead lights, and then I have a bunch of windows in my house, so I'm using natural lighting. And you see how good this looks. I don't have any soft boxes. I'm not in a studio. I do it this way because I want to prove to you that you can still get really, really badass video without having a crazy setup. So whatever you figure out makes sense for you. If you get an iPhone and you have to set that up on your tripod and you're recording video vertically, then do it that way. iPhones record phenomenal video nowadays. So set it up that way, record the videos, make sure you have decent lighting, and that's gonna help significantly improve the quality overall. Then that's what you do. Now we have all that squared away, all of the kind of minuscule details. Now it's getting on the video camera and actually start talking. What my recommendation would be, whatever your frequency is going to be for your social media videos, whether that's 1 video a day, 2 videos a day, 3 videos a day, I don't care what it is, 3 videos a week. Select what that's going to be that you believe that you can keep up with on a consistent basis, and then you sit down and batch your content. Batching basically means that you're sitting down. So let's say you're going to do a video a day, that's 30 videos a month. Block out on your calendar 2 to 3 hours of your calendar once a month, whether that's the first Friday of the month, the first Monday of the month, the last Monday of the month. I don't care what it is. Block that out for 2 to 3 hours, and then you're going to sit down and just record all 30 videos at once right then and there. What happens now is that you have no excuse because you just sat down, you only spent 2 to 3 hours. You have a little bit of prep work to create your topics and your outlines and stuff like that. Maybe you've done that ahead of time. You are going to sit down for those 2 or 3 hours and just ram out all of your videos for the entire month. And then now you don't have to worry about it for a whole nother month. Or maybe your capacity is, well, I only have an hour. Okay, we'll do it every other week then. Maybe you do it every other Monday. You sit down and you record your videos. I'm telling you guys, this is the best way to make sure you stay consistent, because when I work with people, the number one reason why, and most people that work with me, I strategize with them. So I help them create their topics and set their technology up and all that sort of thing. So then now it's on them to record the content themselves. That's normally where the hangup comes. If you can sit down and batch your content out, whatever your frequency is, and get it all out for the month, that will ensure that you're not going to have to stress about getting your content loaded up in advance. That's the way that you stay consistent with recording your video content and getting it out consistently. Then now we can create a whole nother video that will talk about the production process, the publishing process, and that sort of thing, because that takes a little bit of time and effort as well. Maybe you have somebody on your team that posts every single day, because I don't know if it's tangible for you to do that yourself. But if you do it yourself, then cool. Like now you need to make sure you set an alarm for 7 a.m. That's when you're going to be posting all your videos every single day. Maybe you're doing it yourself. You don't have a service that you're working with that does it for you, then that's what you do. But this video is specifically talking about how to create an unlimited sourcing of video topics for yourself. That's the number one way. Now, the second way that you could do this is, of course, you can record long form content. Now, I have a whole nother video again talking about this specifically, but let's just say, for instance, you go on a podcast circuit and you get on, 2 or 3 podcasts a week for 6 months straight. That's all content that you can take. You can take that content, pull it off, and then you can have a video editor go in and clip little snippets of that content out. And that should create an unlimited sourcing of video content for you as well. Again, I'm recording this video. This is going to be about a 10-minute video, 12-minute video, whatever it is. And at the end of the day, I'm going to be able to there's probably at least 5 to 7 clips that I can pull out of this video specifically, where my video editor can take and snip out 60 seconds, reproduce it, and then get it published on my social media platforms. And that's just an easy, low-hanging fruit way to do it, that it's not going to require me to record extra content for social media. I'm recording the video specifically for YouTube now, or I'm on a podcast, or I host a podcast, and my editor is going to take out and snip that content. These are the best ways to be able to create consistent, unlimited content for yourself. Trust me, I understand. It's difficult to keep up with video content, especially we're heading into I'm recording this video in October of 2024. We're heading into the 4th quarter of the year, and we basically have October, we have Halloween, and it's the end of the year because we have all the holidays that speed up the rest of the year. And I get it. It can be hard to keep up with it. But if you just do these methods, this will ensure that you have unlimited topics to be able to go off of. So kind of a bonus tip for you also would be, if you have somebody else recording the video for you and you block that on their calendar as well as yours, now you're held accountable by somebody else to actually do it. So whether it's an assistant that you have, or a marketing person that's in-house for you, or your spouse, or maybe you have a local videographer, somebody that knows how to record video, I would highly advise you blocking out maybe 3 months at a time on recording days, and they hold you accountable to that. Because now if you make an excuse to not record content, it's not just you you're inconveniencing, you're also inconveniencing the person that's going to be recording the videos for you. That's a very surefire way to make sure that you consistently get video content out. So that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for joining in and listening. I want to encourage people that this content stuff, creating content and posting it consistently, it's not extremely complex. It's not super difficult to do. You just have to follow a few simple steps to make it happen and make it easy. Boil it down to the simplest steps that you possibly can. And I promise you that's going to be the way to go. So that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for listening. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already to my channel. A lot of great content that's coming out if you want to follow me for more content creation and video creation advice and feedback. Also, you can check out the links down in the description below to connect with me. And make sure you do. I really want to connect with people that are listening to these videos, especially if you get value out of this. And then make sure you leave a comment below. If you have any questions at all, I can do another video on something else as well. So thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.